Well, hi guys. Bridget and I are camping up here in Pine Hill State Forest, and we are just down the road from Pineapple Junction. Probably not even a quarter of a mile away. There are 3 campers up at Pineapple Junction, and then that lone campsite that's way down the road is also taken. So we're in between people that are camping up here in this state forest. So I'm going to give you guys a look around to show you where we're at. This is the only dirt road that runs through this place. There's a pond up there, so I'm going to be doing some fishing. I got my poles and my gear with me, and that's the way we came in. Pineapple Junction is just right up there around that bend, right up in there. And we are right here at the only campsite left available because it is Saturday and we're camping on a weekend. And I just backed my van in right between the trees right here to get it as level as I could. And anytime that you see that symbol, you're allowed to camp free of charge. And because there's a lot of debris in this fire pit and it's full of broken glass, cans, beer bottles, bunch of junk, I'm not touching that. Bridget and I got some rocks and we made our own little circle right over here. So we're gonna have a fire here. And there's several trails that come in. There's one there. There is one over here. There is another one there, and then there is another one there, and then of course the one across the road that comes down from the pond, which I'll show you guys in a minute. I've done videos up there before, but yeah, this is where we're gonna camp tonight in the van. And I've never camped at this site before, so this is gonna be a first time. What do you think, hon?
Like it.
Is it gonna be worth it?
Yep. Better be.
You're gonna be scared?
Nope.
So we'll see what it's like, you guys. And I got Gizmo with me this time because Sandy wanted to have Gigi for the weekend, so I got Gizmo, and I'll turn you guys around. We're gonna go up to the pond. We go up this trail right here. This trail that's really, really thick. Probably loaded with ticks through here. It's a nice pond. Some water just has that color, like rivers, you know, will have that chocolate milk color. Usually ponds around here are crystal clear. But I don't know if there's minnows and stuff in here, but fish, I don't know. And there's a trail that goes all the way around this pond. And I will run a lure through here and see what happens, because this pond is extremely deep. Extremely deep. So if there's anything in here, I should be able to catch it. Come on, Gizmo, this way. And we're camping right down there. Got the van backed in just off the road at that designated campsite, the only one available. I have these pine pitch cakes that I keep in these little dishes with a lid on it. And we're gonna see how well this starts off. We're getting a fire going. You can make up these pine pitch cakes and keep them in little containers like this, and these are good for survival. For if you're in damp, rainy conditions, these will get a fire going because they have a long burn time. And of course I've got some fat wood shavings, but these pine pitch cakes work really good for getting a fire going. So you guys, one pine pitch cake in this little dish right here. What you do is you scrape the pine pitch off of a pine tree, like whether it be a white pine, a short needle pine, a white spruce, and then you put you cut up some little shavings of fat wood and mash it all together and make a cake out of it using wax paper so it don't stick to your hands. And then you put it in a little dish like this and just make a round cake, pop the lid off, put it under a fire, light it, and look at that. Instant fire. There's no mess, there's nothing to screw around with. As long as you got dry combustible materials, you can get a fire going. As you guys can see, there's a whole bunch of raspberries here, and there's blackberries and strawberries, and they're just all through here, thick with berry bushes, whole bunches of them. 2 water sources, a swamp down behind us and a pond behind us here. So, and the berries are now getting ripe. They're very, very sweet. I've already eaten some strawberries, and we're in heavy black bear country, so got to keep that in mind. You can see the berries here over my shoulder, just thick with them through here, really, really thick. And there's a whole bunch of trails that network and all come together here, and so you don't know after dark what's going to come out of the woods. Bridget and I are gonna make a pizza on that grate that I just stabbed the legs into the dirt so it's stable. And I got this long griddle, and I put parchment paper on it, and then you spread out your dough, add your sauce, your cheese, and your pepperoni, and then you cover it with foil, but you wait till the fire burns down to where you just have hot coals, and then it cooks it just like it's in an oven and making campfire pizza. So that's what we're gonna cook on that. It's gonna be good. I like having all my stuff accessible right here from the back. You know, my plates and my dishwater pan, my strainer, tablecloth. Storage goes way back in underneath the van on this bed riser that I built, and it works really good. And then this area here for the stowaway seats, there's a lot of room down in here and that. So yeah, works out really good. And put this down, and then the cushion stays up, so that way you can use this as a countertop for when I have my stove out for making coffee. I can brew coffee right here, and then when I'm all done cooking on it, I just put the mattress back down like that, and ready to rock and roll. Just like that. Top on it. Here. Just like that. Now I'm heating up a half a cup of water, not bringing it to a boil, just heating it up for the pizza dough. Homemade campfire pizza. And then we're going to put it over on the grill, cover it with that foil right there. I already put it on the fire for 5 minutes to let the dough rise. The heat from the fire made it rise. And then you cover it with foil and you let it go for about 12 minutes. And it makes perfect campfire pizza. Now Bridget will put pepperoni on it, and we'll cover it and we'll cook it. Yummy, yummy. And this brand of pepperoni is really good. It's called Margarita pepperoni. Fantastic pepperoni. I really like that brand. And you just want to rotate it every few minutes. Make sure that you get a good even heat going, and that it melts the cheese and heats the sauce. See, that's cooking really, really good. I'm going to just let that go. Okay, the pizza is done. Thoroughly cooked and melted. And look at that bottom. Is that perfect or what? That is campfire pizza, my friends. You can do onions and peppers, mushrooms, sausage, whatever you like on it. And we're gonna make a supreme pizza one of these times out camping. I just put some logs on my plastic folding mainstays table from Walmart so it don't melt it. I don't know if you guys remember a while back, I think it was 2 months ago, I think it was, I did a video about that fugitive that escaped New York. He was from Pennsylvania and he stole a car and he ended up going down south after killing his girlfriend. He murdered her and he's wanted in New York for murder, and they caught him down in South Carolina. And they caught him, somebody spotted him going into the woods because the guy's a survivalist and he likes to hide out in the woods. Well, they arrested him down south, brought him back north. He had to answer the charges first in Pennsylvania before they could bring him to New York on murder charges. And while he was in Warren County, which is just a half an hour that way, he escaped the jail. He tied a bunch of sheets together and shimmied down the wall and took off. So now he's back on the loose again. So they got manhunts out looking for the guy. Nobody knows where he is. And but he likes to hide out in the woods because he really knows survival and getting by on the land. But the odds of us running into him is slim to none. So, well, you guys, we got a nice campfire going and enjoying the evening. It's getting overcast and it's supposed to rain tonight into tomorrow morning and beyond. But we came camping anyway because if it rains on the van, it will wash the dirt road dust off the van, and it's very relaxing to listen to it rain on a vehicle when you're sleeping inside, so that'll be nice and I'm okay with that. We got a nice crackling fire going. Let me show you. Last night when we were home around the fire in my backyard, around the fire pit, I was talking to Bridget about mallow cups, and she didn't remember mallow cups, and I'm really surprised because I ate a truckload of those things back in the day. Do you guys remember the mallow cups? And in the candy wrapper, it came those little cardboard inserts that the candies sat on, and you could cut them in half with scissors, and they were redeemable coupons in the mallow cups. Do you guys remember those? If you do, put it in the comments down below. It's kind of fun to sometimes reminisce about nostalgic things from the days of being a kid and remembering things that you did back then and things that you tried, things that you ate, just stuff you remember in general. But do any of you guys remember mallow cups? Because Bridget doesn't, and I do because I ate a ton of them. Let me know down below. It's going on 8 o'clock and it's just now starting to get dark and it's really overcast. And like I said, we got heavy rains on the way, but we're not going to let that stop us from camping. And we're just down the road from Pineapple Junction. It's within walking distance, and I haven't camped up here in this state forest since I had that loud scream wake me up at 1 o'clock in the morning when I was up there on one of those campsites at Pineapple Junction. I haven't camped up in these woods since that happened. And to be honest with you, I never thought I would be staying up here in this forest again, but here we are. But we're down at a campsite where we have it all to ourselves. There's just this one lone campsite right across from the pond, and there was only a couple people camping up there, and one party is camping in a tent I don't think well, I know I wouldn't camp up here in a tent at all. But camping in the van, I don't mind it so much. But we've heard a couple noises down back behind us. There's a swamp down here, and then the swamp continues over here, and then it meets up with the road just down a bit. Other than that, we haven't seen or heard a thing. Well, you guys, being that I didn't get anything last time, I got the trail cam back up on the van, and because there's really nothing to see in the back, I have it facing out to the road. So if anything comes down that trail from the pond or up the road or down the road or anywhere around the front of the van, I will have that trail cam getting it on video, hopefully. So we will see. Well, you guys, we're in the van for the night. There's little Gizmo. He's ready to go to bed. And I got the fan right here blowing on us, so circulates the air and keeps it nice and cool. And gonna try to get a good night's sleep. Fire's burning down outside. The mosquitoes finally came out, so they were starting to get bad. And gonna spend the night, and maybe it will rain in the night. We'll hear it up on the roof of the van. And I'm sure it's probably going to be raining in the morning on the drive home, but that's okay. It'll wash the van and get all the dust from the dirt road off of it and that. Otherwise, if not, I'll take it to RoboWash. So, yeah, we're going to just try to get some good sleep here just down the road from Pineapple Junction. And hopefully it'll be an uneventful night. So we will see you guys in the morning. Hey guys, I'm just out here. It's morning. And I'm walking Gizmo, and we had a good night. Nice quiet night, didn't hear a thing. I don't know if the trail camera, I already took it off the van because I'm getting ready to head out. And we did have a truck that stopped in the night, and it stopped right over here on the side of this driveway, and it put a spotlight right on us and lit the whole campsite up. And that's not something you do to people when they're camping, because this is a designated camp spot, but it might have been a forest ranger. I don't know. I'll have to look in my trail cam footage, because the trail cam had to have picked that truck up because it stopped right here. And because they are looking for that fugitive, so. But after they lit the place up, they turned the light off and continued on, and I stayed up to make sure that the truck was gone. You know, because you never know in the middle of the night who the hell somebody could be. But other than that, it was uneventful, and yeah, we just backed in here and had a nice fire at night, and had a nice supper and just enjoyed the time. And it was very peaceful, and it never did rain. And I don't think we're going to get the rain they forecasted, so it's still really bone dry out here. So So thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again on the next adventure. Bye-bye.